Hello! Now we will present to you top 15 interesting facts about popular tourist destinations. Despite the facts that going for delight probably won't be conceivable at present, the worldwide lockdown won't keep going forever. Before long, vacationer will by and by group famous goals around the world. This incorporate our urban areas, for example New York, and islands, for example Hawaii, and old world nations, for example Italy, Spain, and Turkey. Every goal has interesting components, eccentric qualities that make them vacationer magnets. On this rundown are 15 realities that may very well move to you add a spot or two to your movement count list. And let's get started. Number 15, the longest name, Bangkok. Bangkok, Thailand is the one of the most visited goals on the planet. Visitors rush here to take in seeing the Wat Arun, the Temple of Dawn, the Grand Palace, Sky Bar, the Bang Krachao Gardens, the sculpture of a three-headed elephant. That's much more. A fun reality about Bangkok is that local people call it Krang Thep, what means City of Angels. However, its complete name is Krang Thep, Mahanakhon, Amon, Ratanakosin, Mahidhara, Aidhaya, Mahadilok, Hop Novharat, Ratchathani, Burirom, Udomratchanivet, Mahasathan, Amon, Biman, Avatan, Satit, Sakatatia, Vitsanukam, Prasit. And it's not a joke, it's a formally the longest name of any city on the planet. Number 14, Alpaca Lounge, Peru. Peru's travel industry is getting with its Travel Industry Board anticipating in 2017 that around 7 million guests would be invited to the nation in 2021. Peru is world well known for the notable Machu Picchu site and the Sagrada Valley. Its capital, Lima, offers extraordinary markets and astonishing food. Vacationers can even take travels that incorporate outings to old Inca ruins. A fun reality about Peru now. Out of the said 4.4 million alpacas on the planet, and around 87% of them can be seen here. Alpacas are said as staggeringly amicable and can even be house prepared. Another incredible creature to be found here is the biggest flying fowl on earth, the Goliath Andean condor. Number 13, Royal Empire, England. At the point when the West majority consider England tea and crumpets ring a bell. Be that as it may, there is a lot more to the nation than refreshments and food. Other than the Beatles and Red Transport, England is known for sovereignty, Shakespeare, Wimbledon, Big Bang, Stonehenge, and much more. What may be lesser thought about the nation's history is that Queen Elizabeth II is indirectly identified with Vlad the Impaler, the motivation for Dracula. Prince Charles talked about the parentage that demonstrated the connection among Vlad and his own mom in 2011. Normally, it didn't take long for tricks to take off, with individuals proposing that Queen Elizabeth looks so bravo age since she is in certainty. That's correct, you got it. A vampire. Number 12. No weird baby names here. Germany. Germany is well known for the Oktoberfest and extraordinary soccer group, sauerkraut, and wonderful vehicle brands. At Christmas time, the nation sets up the most great Christmas markets. There are likewise a large number of memorable strongholds to visit during the year. On the more odd side, the German government doesn't permit first names for babies, which don't make the sexual orientation of the youngster self-evident. Thus, the neighborhood enlistment office is permitted to preclude the enrollment from claiming names that don't agree to the law. Number 11. Ship. New Zealand. There is a ton of eccentricity in New Zealand and the mess of wonderful. Not exclusively is the ship-to-individual portion the most elevated on the planet, around 5.6 sheep for each New Zealander. The nation likewise once communicated the climate projection in the Elvish language in 2012 to command the film debut of The Hobbit. Also, New Zealand has more land than United Kingdom. New Zealand just has around 7% of the UK's human populace. The remainder of New Zealand's occupants are creatures, no local snakes. However, Number 10. Mythical national animal, Scotland. Scotland is an enchanted spot. A beast may even hide in Loch Ness, which is situated in the Scottish Highlands. The nation is loaded with medieval strongholds and concentrated grounds. Men wear kilts and play bagpipes. Also, the Scottish pronunciation is out of this world. Taking all things together, Scotland resembles something from a fantasy. It should not shock anyone then that its national creature is a matter of fact the legendary unicorn. Celtic folklore depicts the unicorn as an image of guiltlessness and force. The unicorn image was first utilized on Scottish imperial crest in the 12th century by William I. Number 9. Don't make a mistake. Mexico. Mexico is notable for its great food and obviously tequila. The nation has a committed recognition day for their expired. Known as a Day of the Dead, it has been delineated in numerous motion picture and TV arrangements. More than 300 dialects and vernaculars are spoken in Mexico, and it is home to the most established college in North America. If you never go to Mexico and for reason unknown, you are welcome to play out their national song of devotion, ensure you to do it 100% accurately. The nation's legislature forces fines of any individual who commits an error while playing out the song of praise. Now and again, a fine isn't sufficient and individuals should apologize to the nation for failing. Number 8. Baobab Bar, South Africa. Situated in the southern purpose of the African mainland, South Africa is mainstream among abroad travelers for its different natural life, phenomenal seashores, and interesting society. In Cape Town, you can visit an antiquated mansion or head over to very famous V&A waterfront for some food or stumble on a privateer transport. Also, going up Table Mountain in a link car. At Boulder Beach, close to Simonstown, you can see a state of in any event 3,000 African penguins. In Bathurst in the Eastern Cape, you can visit a monster pineapple and become familiar with the pineapple industry. One of the quirkier spots, be that as it may, is situated in Mojadjiklov, an unassuming community in the territory of Limpopo. Here you can snatch a beverage or two inside a gigantic baobab tree. The Sunland Baobab Pub has been in presence since 1933 and can serve up to 15 guests one after another. Number 7. St. Galor, Dubai. The United Arab Emirates was magnificently exhibited in both Geostorm before fiasco struck as a tidal wave in Dubai. Just a Furious 7 preceding Vin Diesel flew a vehicle through three tall structures in Abu Dhabi. Dubai has home to in excess of 200 nationalities and invites a large number of sightseers every year. They run to its counterfeit Palm Island and other attractions. The fake Palm Islands contain enough sand to fill right around 3 Empire State structures, 94 million cubic meters. Around 3 billion cubic meters of sand was dug from the ocean bottom to begin the primary island in 2001. Number 6. Einstein eyeballs New York City. New York City is designated the city that never sleeps. It is where those with a fantasy to perform to go make it on Broadway. It is likewise home to Central Park, which gets the most guests of any urban park in the US. What may be lesser known, be that as it may, is that Albert Einstein's eyeballs are put away in a protected store confined someplace in the city. After an illicit examination was performed on Einstein's body, his mind was isolated into around 200 sections. His eyeballs were additionally evacuated and talented to his eye doctor. Sources differ with respect to whether the eye specialist was named Henry Adams or Henry Abrams. In any case, South Florida Sun-Sentinel distributed a meeting with Abrams in 1994, so we will go with that name here. Abrams guaranteed that the eyeballs were set in an obscure safe store box. As per one source, the Willie specialist kicked the bucket at age 97 of early 2009. Number 5. Post a Nut. Hawaii. The name Hawaii evokes pictures of tasting mixed drinks on shining white seashores while looking out over an aquamarine ocean. It motivates a huge number of vacationers to start desire on Facebook and Instagram when posting pics of themselves having a fabulous time on probably the most excellent island in the world. If you ever end up holidaying in Hawaii and you truly need to focus on your friends' faces, you can mail them a coconut from the small Halehuia post office on the island of Molokai. Truly, a real coconut. The Post a Nut program was made in 1991, is as yet one of the most well-known visitor exercises. By 2016, around 3,000 coconuts were posted early, with roughly 700 of those going to remote nations. Additionally, the coconut is for nothing out of pocket and clients just compensation postage. Number 4. Money for charity. Italy. Albeit the vast majority realize that Italy is the 5th most visited nation on earth, and that's a great many sightseers go to the Sistine Chapel consistently. Some pleasant things about this outstandingly famous goal are not to known. For occurrence, around £1 million in change is tossed into the Trevi Fountain every year. The cash is gathered occasionally and given to noble cause. 2 more fun facts. Batteries and eyeglasses were imagined in Italy. Well, the good news is that the finals are coming up. Number 3. St. Patrick isn't quite who he seems. Ireland. Would it be able to be that the most mainstream and notable things about Ireland are beer and four-leaf clovers? The nation additionally gave us the super 90s boy band Westlife and has the 4th greatest arena in all of Europe. Returning to the beer, in any case, it may be astounding to discover that Ireland supporter holy person St. Patrick isn't Irish. He was from Tirane, Britain, in what is broadly accepted to be current Wales. After being kidnapped by Irish privateers at age 16, he was taken to Ireland and detained for a long time before getting away. He went through the following 15 years as a minister and in the end came back to Ireland to fill in as an evangelist. We are getting closer. Number 2. Forlandia, Brazil. Brazil is notable for the Christ the Redeemer sculpture, Rio de Janeiro, soccer hotshots, and amazing jubilees. This makes for an extremely mainstream traveler destination. However, a few guests to this wonderful nation may not realize that the remaining parts of a modern town called Forlandia lie in the Amazon Downpour Woods. The town was built up by Henry Ford in 1928, and its occupants took a stab at collecting elastic for use on Ford vehicles. Now, number 1, safest place for babies, Iceland. Iceland is known as a place of fire and ice because of its massive volcanoes and glaciers. However, it's also one of the safest countries on the planet. Iceland has no army or air force. Due to the extremely low crime rate, their police officers don't even carry firearms. It is so safe, in fact, that mothers leave their babies napping in strollers outside restaurants and shops while running their errands. Thank you for watching, and now don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more new videos. Thank you and goodbye.